My name's Mike Dawes, and I'm a musician that belongs to a very small but booming scene of modern fingerstyle or percussive fingerstyle guitar players. We play traditional fingerstyle music, but with the addition of certain extended techniques, you know, some Van Halen tapping, playing around with the wood to get some interesting percussive sounds, things like that. And just really experimenting and seeing what the acoustic guitar can do when you break it down to its physical components, wood and wire, you know, try and thinking outside the box. In order to get a great live sound, a nice fat live sound, to pick up a lot of the percussive elements in my own compositions and arrangements, it was very necessary for me to explore multiple pickup systems, not just a single pickup that you get on an off-the-shelf guitar. So historically, amplified acoustic guitars haven't sounded very good. And over several decades, people have been experimenting with different ideas as to how to really make the guitar sound like a high-quality studio recording with external mics, but in a live setting, you know? What I was finding when I was gigging with this setup is that the strings sounded a little weak. The strings needed to be fatter. I found that the percussion side of my playing was much louder than the strings themselves. So I took my guitar to my friend Nick Benjamin, master guitar luthier from the south of England, and we started exploring magnetic pickups. Now, when you use multiple pickups in a guitar, you can run into a lot of problems. A lot of you might be thinking that the more pickups you have, the bigger the sound. And that's absolutely not the case at all. You really need to think about how your pickups are being EQ'd, where they're placed. And a lot of the times we can run into what's called phase cancellation, where multiple pickups essentially almost cancel each other out. In some cases, completely cancel each other out. So Nick and I got talking, and we decided to email the guys at DiMarzio. And Larry responded, and they've been so friendly and so willing to experiment that they actually added a phase switch to their pickup. And we've launched this pickup now together, the Black Angel. And just to give you an idea of how much of a difference this makes to a multiple pickup system, if I play a chord now and invert the phase, suddenly your bass player's arrived. Suddenly the guitar sounds fat. And suddenly you can be a one-man band. And it's so convenient to have this on the pickup itself. You know, there is a lot of off-board gear that people get to invert the phase of pickups, but that doesn't work if you're coming out mono or if you're going straight into a PA system. It's so convenient having it on the pickup itself. And it's housed in a way that means it won't rattle when you're playing if you're moving around stage. Okay, so we've got a magnetic pickup that sits in nicely into the sound hole, doesn't interfere with the playing style, has the phase switch on to work well with any multiple pickup system, but let's hear it in action. It's a really great sounding pickup. So here we go. Another great reason for having a magnetic pickup in your acoustic guitar is to play with very specific effects units. So it opens up a lot of doors. For example, distortion. If I were to put a sound on like this, it wouldn't sound particularly good if it was on an undersaddle pickup or a microphone. Have you ever tried putting distortion on a microphone? Don't do it. It'll sound terrible. Your neighbors will complain and your dog will bark and there'll be a whole scandal. Just don't do it. It's horrible. So it's really cool being able to use these effects. You can bust out your Eddie Van Halen. Bust out that kind of stuff that you wouldn't be able to do without a magnetic pickup. Another effect that I use with the magnetic is an octave sound, you know, adding in some interesting bass to the bottom. Obviously that enhances your solo guitar performance quite a lot. It's just made the best sounding magnetic pickup I could find and the most conveniently placed magnetic pickup I could find sound that much fatter. So I'd really recommend the new DiMarzio Black Angel as, I guess, a one-size-fits-all solution to, you know, a multiple pickup system inside an acoustic guitar. It's really, really great. And yeah, thanks so much to Nick and the guys at DiMarzio for making it all happen. I'm also really excited to announce I'll be releasing not one but 2 new records next year. I know a lot of you have been asking when the next record will be, but I've actually been secretly working on the next studio record as well as a live album, live in the USA. So do check out MikeDawes.com, Facebook/Mike Dawes Official. There'll be links in the description, I'm sure. And I'll see you out there on the road next year. Thank you.